Okay, just another quick video showing how you can use ngscopeclient to connect to the Haasoscope Pro and get all of the data from the Haasoscope Pro into ngscopeclient, and then you can do all sorts of fancy things in ngscopeclient, like protocol decoding, and you can do eye diagrams and all sorts of fancy things. I haven't actually played around with it so much yet, but it's a very powerful tool. You can also connect all sorts of other instruments like function generators and power supplies and network analyzers, and make measurements which combine together all of the data from these various instruments. Okay, so basically all you have to do to get this working is you need the Haasoscope Pro software running. Make sure that you're running the version 29 software or above. There were just some minor fixes in this to make it work with version 0.1 of ngscopeclient. There was a little change that went into ngscopeclient after 0.1, so that there's one little bug, but it's I'll talk about that in a second. So all you have to do to connect it up is you go to Add and Oscilloscope and Connect, and then you can give it some name like Haasoscope Pro, and then you just select from the list, from the driver, Haasoscope Pro is right there, and then you have to select how it communicates to the Haasoscope Pro. So these are different ways it can communicate, like over UART or whatever. So we just use a LAN connection. So it's just it's really over Ethernet, but if it's on the same machine, then you would just type localhost, and then you have to give it the so you do colon, and then you give it the port number, and the port number for the Haasoscope Pro software, it says when it in the printouts, when it opens up, it says socket listening on 32001. So you just type in 32001, and then you do add, and it'll connect up. This is the little bug I was talking about, is that in version 0.1 of ngscopeclient, it comes up with 1 gigasample per second here. That was just a bug in the Haasoscope Pro driver. So you just need to select 3.2 gigasamples per second. It doesn't actually seem to affect anything, at least the way that, for basic use, but I guess you might want it right for some other things. But that's been fixed, and so in future versions you won't even have to do that. And it comes up stopped, meaning it's not collecting data, as you can see. But then you can just do play, and it'll start going. So it comes up with only one channel by default. That's just an ngscopeclient thing, I guess. You can move around the scale, and with the mouse. If you want to show the whole waveform, you have to middle click. So this will also move things left and right, but as you can see, it's really just showing like a very zoomed in view, like just this is 5 nanoseconds here. I'm not sure why it does that, but it says at the bottom that you can auto scale horizontal axis to waveform by middle clicking the mouse. So you do that, and then you get the whole waveform, and that should look like this whole waveform of channel 0 here. Okay, so good, and then you can turn on other channels if you want. So I also have I have two boards here connected together. So you also have board one. Board one would be like channel would actually I think be channel 2, and so you'd need to go. I think you can just drag the channel. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's it. Right, so board one is channels two. No, there's only 2 channels enabled. Right, there's only 2 channels enabled. Because I'm not in 2-channel mode, so there's only 2 channels here. So yeah, so the next one is channel 2, and that works fine. You can do like, stop acquiring waveforms. That will actually stop the Haasoscope Pro as well, and when you play again, it will start going, and you can do like single capture. And get one event at a time. Yeah, and so that's kind of about it. You're getting all of that data into ngscopeclient. All the trigger stability stuff is working nicely. So, super stable trigger point. I mean, we're down to like, way sub-nanosecond trigger jitter here, just like in the Haasoscope Pro software. And yeah, that's basically all there is to that. So I hope you enjoy that, and let me know if you find any bugs or needed anything added to that. But basically, that just works. Okay, bye.